Political correctness, what is it really? From what I can tell, it's indulgent sensitivity, and it has a counterpart in indulgent insensitivity. Both are psychic land grabs, ways of saying a proud and resolute, I deserve more, any chance you get. Indulgent sensitivity is playing victim, acting threatened not when you are, but when you can get away with it. Indulgent insensitivity is feigned self-liberation, acting like you've been oppressed, not when you have, but when you can get away with it. They're different from sensitivity and insensitivity, which are just the jostle and bustle of give and take among people with different values and temperaments. They're different too from hypersensitivity and hyperinsensitivity, which are subjective, relative terms. If by temperament I'm more brash than you, I'll think you're hypersensitive. If I'm more fragile than you, I'll think you're hyperinsensitive. That too comes with the territory of give and take. Though some people posture as completely tough, no one is. We're all sensitive about something. Every thug has his vulnerabilities. Life is an anxious affair. Any of us could die today, losing everything we value. Playing tough is one way to cope with the anxiety. It's especially easy for burly guys with beards and loud, deep voices. People often say what they need to hear. If I'm feeling a little shaky or doubtful about my values, I'll declare them not as my preferences, but as moral absolutes. I won't just say, I have faith in this. I'll say everyone should have faith in this. It's projection. So much easier to preach our values than to live up to them. Indulgent sensitivity and indulgent insensitivity extend beyond all of that. It's not about values, but turf. They're a habit people get into as a power grab. You play victim of sensitivity whenever challenged. You play victim of oppression when people tell you to make room. You don't bother to wonder whether you're trespassing. Just close your eyes and flail wide on the dance floor of life to take up as much space as you can. And of course, be a hypocrite about it. When they challenge you, you're the victim. When you challenge them, that's your freedom talking. And be a hypocrite about your own hypocrisy. You couldn't possibly be a hypocrite since you hate it when others are hypocrites with you. You're just the supreme neutral judge of what's right. Other people are hypocrites, but not you. So if anyone challenges your authority, you're the victim of oppression. It's your duty to liberate yourself. The people most enthusiastic about ending political correctness are virtuosos of indulgent sensitivity and indulgent insensitivity. You hear it in the way they pout about the meanness of all challenges to them while attacking others for being PC. They define PC as anyone who thinks they're insensitive. They can't, won't, and think they shouldn't have to ever wonder whether they are PC too. They define PC as their opposition's sensitivity. It couldn't ever include their sensitivities since, of course, they're the measure of all things. Whatever diverges from their biased perspective is biased, and they're on a crusade to rid the world of bias except their own. When you feel crowded out on the dance floor of life, it may be because you're dancing with one of these people. But check yourself too, because you may be the one flailing blind, yelling you're proud, I deserve more.